I can't help but chuckle at how the universe loves to play with our carefully planned timelines. Picture this. You're finally getting your life together, whatever that means, right? Maybe you've just landed that dream job, or you're settling into a comfortable relationship, or perhaps you're focused on your personal growth journey. Then bam, your twin flame walks into your life like a cosmic wrecking ball, and suddenly everything you thought you knew about timing and readiness gets thrown out the window. You're asking yourself, why now? Why couldn't this wait until I was more ready? Spoiler alert, we're never really ready for our twin flame. That's kind of the point. It's like planning a perfect beach day and getting caught in an unexpected summer storm. At first, you might feel frustrated, thinking the day is ruined, but then you realize, maybe, just maybe, dancing in the rain was exactly what your soul needed all along. That's twin flame timing for you, perfectly imperfect, divinely orchestrated, and usually showing up when we least expect it, but most need it. Here's what's fascinating. I've noticed that what we perceive as bad timing often turns out to be the universe's most elegant choreography. It's like complaining about the sunrise happening too early. From a cosmic perspective, it's right on schedule. So if you're sitting there wondering if you met your twin flame too soon, or if you're anxiously waiting and worried about meeting them too late, relaxing. We're about to dive into the beautiful chaos of divine timing. Explore why age is just a number, but also kind of matters. Unpack the spiritual acceleration that comes with these connections, and even tackle the complex dance of family planning in twin flame journeys. Imagine trying to schedule a rainbow or penciling in a shooting star on your Google Calendar. Sounds absurd, right? That's exactly how twin flame timing works. These divine encounters operate on what I lovingly call cosmic time, a schedule that often seems to have a wicked sense of humor when it comes to our carefully planned lives. Here's the fascinating paradox. There's no such thing as meeting your twin flame too early or too late. It's like trying to tell a butterfly it emerged from its cocoon at an inconvenient time. The transformation happens exactly when it's meant to, even if we're in our pajamas, and definitely not ready for such a life-altering encounter. One of my clients once told me, I was literally signing my mortgage papers when I met him, my twin flame, the real estate agent of all people. Talk about divine timing having a laugh. These stories are more common than you might think. Twin flames may meet at funerals, in divorce court, or while shopping for cat food at 3 a.m. The universe doesn't check your schedule or relationship status. It operates on soul-level timing. Think of it like this. Your soul and your twin flame's soul are like two tributaries destined to merge into one river. You can build all the dams you want, create new channels, or try to redirect the flow. But when it's time for those waters to meet, they'll find their way to each other with the unstoppable force of nature itself. As the ancient Sufi poet Rumi beautifully expressed, the minute I heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along. This profound truth reminds us that the timing of physical meeting is just the tip of the iceberg. The souls have been dancing together since the beginning of time. So instead of questioning the timing, embrace the divine chaos. Whether you're 18 or 80, married or single, ready or not, when that twin flame train hits the station of your life, know that it's arriving exactly on cosmic schedule. Your human self might be frantically checking the timetable and screaming, "Wrong time, wrong time." But your soul is right on schedule, orchestrating a meeting that was written in the stars long before you took your first breath in this lifetime. Remember, the universe doesn't make scheduling mistakes. It just has a different calendar than your iPhone. Picture yourself handed the keys to a Ferrari at 16. Exhilarating, terrifying, and potentially overwhelming all at once. That's what it's like meeting your twin flame in your youth. It's like trying to contain a supernova in a mason jar. Think about it. You're still figuring out if pizza counts as a breakfast food. And suddenly you're face to face with the other half of your soul. One of my young acquaintances described it perfectly. It felt like being hit by lightning while learning to ride a bike. Spectacular, but scary as hell. The intensity of a twin flame connection is challenging enough for seasoned adults. For young souls, it's like trying to read War and Peace before mastering the alphabet. But here's the beautiful paradox. This early meeting often serves as a spiritual catalyst that shapes your entire life journey. Consider the butterfly effect. Meeting your twin flame at 20 instead of 40 creates ripples that transform your entire life trajectory. As the wise Maya Angelou once said, love recognizes no barriers. It jumps hurdles, leaps fences, penetrates walls to arrive at its destination full of hope. Young twin flames embody this fearless love, even if they don't fully understand it yet. Like fine wine, twin flame love often needs time to breathe, to develop its full complexity and depth. Statistics show that twin flames who meet before age 25 typically experience longer separation phases, averaging 7 to 15 years. But don't let this discourage you. This time apart isn't punishment, it's preparation. It's like the universe saying, "Hold on, darlings. Go learn, grow, make mistakes, have adventures. Become the heroes of your own stories first." Remember, youth in twin flame connections is both a blessing and a challenge. You have more time to work through your karma, more energy to handle the intense transformations, and more flexibility to reshape your life. But you also need more patience, more self-discovery, and more grace with yourself and your twin. So if you're young and you've met your twin flame, breathe. You're not too young. You're exactly where you need to be. Your soul chose this timing for a reason. Your youth isn't a handicap, it's a gift. Use this time to focus on your personal growth, heal your wounds, and become the person worthy of this divine connection. After all, some of the most powerful love stories aren't about instant happiness. They're about growing into the kind of love you're destined to share. Your age isn't a mistake. It's just the first chapter of an epic tale that's still being written. Imagine your life as a perfectly organized bookshelf, each volume neatly arranged by size and color. Then suddenly, your twin flame walks in, and it's like a cosmic earthquake hits your personal library. Everything you thought you knew about yourself gets reshuffled, reorganized, and sometimes completely thrown out the window. Welcome to what I lovingly call the divine chaos phase of the twin flame journey. The acceleration of spiritual awareness isn't just some New Age fantasy. It's a documented phenomenon in twin flame connections. Studies in spiritual psychology suggest that meeting your twin flame can trigger what's known as rapid consciousness expansion, similar to what monks achieve through decades of meditation, but compressed into months or even weeks. It's like being upgraded from dial-up internet to 5G overnight. The download of spiritual information can be overwhelming. Think of it this way. Your twin flame is like a spiritual mirror, reflecting your deepest truths, including the ones you've been avoiding. Remember that drawer in your kitchen full of random stuff you never sort through? Your twin flame connection is going to dump that drawer right out onto the floor and insist you deal with every single item. It's not always pretty, but it's always purposeful. Your twin flame connection doesn't create new wounds. It simply illuminates the ones you've been carrying, often unknowingly. That promotion you never went for, that relationship you stayed in too long, that dream you abandoned, all of it comes up for review. And here's the beautiful paradox. This chaos is actually perfect order in disguise. Like a caterpillar must completely dissolve inside its chrysalis before becoming a butterfly, your old life structures often need to break down to make way for your authentic self to emerge. It's not destruction, it's divine reconstruction. Remember, this acceleration isn't punishment, it's preparation. Your soul signed up for this cosmic boot camp because it knew you were ready, even if your human self is still catching up. As one of my acquaintances beautifully put it, meeting my twin flame didn't ruin my life. It ruined the life I was pretending to live. So, if you're in the midst of this divine chaos, relax, trust. Know that every ending is actually a beginning in disguise. Your twin flame didn't come to destroy your life. They came to help you build the one you were always meant to live. And sometimes that means letting the earthquake shake loose everything that no longer serves your highest good. After all, you can't receive your soul's greatest gifts if your hands are full of things you were never meant to carry. Let's talk about one of the most delicate aspects of twin flame relationships that few dare to address: the intricate dance between divine connection and earthly family planning. I can tell you it's like trying to choreograph a waltz as during an earthquake, beautiful but incredibly complex. Your twin flame connection is like a powerful electromagnetic field, constantly pulling you towards spiritual growth and transformation. Now, imagine trying to maintain a stable, conventional family life within that field. It's like attempting to build a house of cards in a wind tunnel, possible but requiring extraordinary balance and understanding. I remember working with Jessica, a twin flame who met her counterpart at 28. She shared, "I felt torn between two sacred callings, the pull toward my twin flame and my deep desire to be a mother. It was like my soul and my human heart were speaking different languages. This is a common experience, and here's why. Twin flame energy is fundamentally transformative, while raising children requires stability and consistency. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, often orchestrates what I call the divine family planning timeline. Many twins meet young, separate to fulfill their family destinies with soulmates, who are often better suited for the stability of child rearing, and then reunite later when their children are grown. It's like the universe saying, here's a preview of your ultimate connection, but first, go fulfill your earthly missions. Here's a truth that might surprise you. Some of the most successful twin flame unions I've witnessed happened after both partners had completed their family journeys with others. Like master artists who needed to practice with simpler materials before creating their masterpiece, these souls fulfilled their parenting desires first, then came together for their spiritual ascension journey. Consider these patterns I've observed in my practice. Twins who meet young often separate for 10 to 20 years during prime child-rearing ages. Those who try to maintain both twin flame dynamics and young families simultaneously often experience increased stress and challenges. Twins who reunite after their children are grown report more stable and harmonious unions. Some twins consciously choose not to have children together, recognizing their mission is more focused on spiritual work. Remember, this isn't about limitation, it's about divine timing and purpose. Your soul knew exactly what it was doing when it planned this journey. As the ancient wisdom teaches, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. If you're struggling with this aspect of your twin flame journey, take heart. Whether you're separating to pursue family life or choosing to focus solely on your twin flame connection, there's no wrong choice. The key is honoring both your soul's calling and your human desires, understanding that sometimes these need to unfold in divine sequence rather than simultaneously. After all, even the most beautiful symphony requires different instruments to play their parts at precisely the right moment, not all at once. Your life's symphony is no different, and every note is perfectly timed, even if the arrangement isn't what you initially expected. Trust in this. The universe has a perfect plan for your family dreams and your twin flame journey. Sometimes they dance together, sometimes they take turns on life's stage, but they're always part of your soul's greater purpose. Remember, dear one, whether you met your twin flame at 16 or 60, that timing was perfect for your soul's evolution, even if your human self is throwing a tantrum about it. The key isn't when you meet, but what you do with the connection. Focus on personal growth, healing, and self-love, and trust that the divine timing of your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. After all, souls don't wear watches,